What's up guys, Weiler Wednesday coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today I want to talk about this guy, Cronum, who is a free champion if you put in enough work. As you can see, well, Newt, G-Nut, the Nutman, he is the main focus everybody's working on right now. I spent all of last week working on getting Cronum, who you can get from the referral program. Now, as you will notice, my first 3 referrals I did a long time ago. About a year and a half ago, I finished those up. A year and a half ago, I did all of those referrals by myself. Took a long time, but that set me up great for when I finally put in the effort to get Cronum. Now, I started last Monday and finished this Monday on getting these 3 accounts up to level 40. I just want to talk about my journey and what I did to get all of those up to 40 so that I can get my Cronum. Now, as you can see, I haven't actually summoned him yet, and that's for a good reason, because in about 9 days we're going to have a champ chase that is important for getting Newt, the Nutman, the Nutty, whatever you want to call him. The Nutty Professor, how about that? We'll call him the Nutty Professor. He's going to be an amazing champion, but that's not what I'm focused on right now. We're talking about Cronum, who is basically Plarium's way of saying, sorry that you can't get Ninja anymore. This guy's really good too. And in fact, I'm going to use him, hopefully, where I would like to use Ninja if it weren't for the fact that Ninja is in my clan boss team. I want to use him. I got Cronum for one very specific reason, and it's for this dungeon, the Sand Devil's Necropolis. Now, as I talked about before on the channel, I leveled my way up painfully and manually all the way up to stage 24. As you can see, it took me 30 minutes to get through stage 18, 25 minutes to get through stage 19, 49 minutes and 45 seconds to, you get the point. It took a long time. It took about 24 hours of focusing on getting through these awful stages. But now I'm on stage 24, which is a great stage to farm if you have 2 champions, Godseeker Aniri and Ninja, or Walking Tomb Drain, or Cronum. Well, I already used the other 2 champions for things, and I didn't want to mess those up. So I went ahead and I got Cronum, or at least I'll have Cronum as soon as I feel like it. So in about a week and a half, I'll have Cronum, and I'll build him up as quickly as I possibly can. Let's take a look at this champion. Now, basically, he puts up a lot of HP burns. See that right there? HP burn. On his A3, he's got an AoE, has an 80% chance. You can book that up to 100% chance of an AoE burn for 2 burns, and it fills his champion's turn meter by 15% for each HP burn debuff placed by the skill. The A2 has attacks 3 times at random. Sound familiar? If you have Ninja, it sounds very familiar. Each hit has an 80% chance of instantly activating any HP burn. Heals this champion by 10% of their max HP, and then attacks 1 enemy 2 times. If Jamarsa is on the same team, each hit also increases the duration of any HP burn debuff on the target by 1 turn. This is actually going to be very important. Jamarsa, you actually get the same way through the referral program, but much easier. So when you do the first 3 accounts, you get your Jamarsa fragments. So you put her in the team, just so that she can die. It's no big deal. And I'll try to do a video as soon as I get this team actually figured out on my account. But you need that Jamarsa. You don't need to do anything special with Jamarsa, or Cronum needs Jamarsa for him to work more effectively. What I did to get Cronum is, as you can see, I made 3 accounts on my own. I used a video made by Murder Inc. about 4 months ago where he explained on how to easily make your own referral accounts without having to mess with extra phones and computers or having friends do it or whatever. And so I will link that in the description below. But basically, I made my own 3 accounts on my computer. It was actually pretty easy as long as you do it the right way. So my plan was to basically level these up 1 row at a time. So I'd start with 1 account, I'd get it up to level 10, then you go to the next count, get it up to level 10, go to the next count, level up to 10, and then I would do 20, and then 30, and then 40. So that I always had something to work on. I always had dailies to do for each of them. And then basically what I did is for each account, I would go to the promo code and I would type in superpowers, which will get me nothing right now because that is valid for new players, but it will get you this champion, who I don't have, Deacon Armstrong. I don't have him on my main account, even though I've been trying for ever since he came out. My account's nearly 2 years old now, and I still don't have a Deacon Armstrong. But my 3 alt accounts all have Deacon Armstrong, and I used him to help me with my starter champion, who was always Kale because I was not reinventing the wheel. And then I would focus entirely, or at least primarily, on the campaign. I was trying to get through the campaign as quickly as I possibly could. I did do a few missions. I did do a few, of these little things to get extra energy. But I was focused solely on getting Kale to level 60. I got my Deacon to level 50. And then after 7 days, I got Artak. So that's 3 really solid champions to help you level up. Now, the reason why you want to focus on the campaign is because that's what's going to level up your account with all that experience. So I would just start here. I would put my starter champion, who on this account was Elhain, that's why she's there. And then I would put them over there, and then I would put my speed champion, who would be Deacon. I guess here I would... Who do I even have as a regular speed champion? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I had Deacon right there, and then I had Kale right there, and I blasted through campaign. Now, as soon as you get your Kale to 50 and your Deacon to 40, you can pretty much level to hard. I was working on 10-8, and I would focus on 10-8 hard until I got my Kale to 60. And then I could pretty much get it up to brutal 10-8 until I got my Deacon up to 50. And then I could work my way up to brutal 12-3, which is where you want to be doing your campaign. So this all happened pretty fast. As I said, I did all 3 accounts in a week. So I started Monday morning, and then the following Monday evening, so about 7.5 days, we'll call it a week. About 7.5 days, I was able to get all 3 accounts up to level 40. Now, to be fair, I did a lot of grinding. I had my main account on my computer here, and then I would be shuffling through my 3 alt accounts on my phone. Some of you might want to run an emulator like BlueStacks to have all of your accounts running at the same time. My computer's a little too slow for that, so I didn't bother with that. And I'm not that smart. So I didn't want to do it that way, but I just grinded day and night, day and night. You don't have to do it that fast. There is no requirement that says you have to do it in a week. You could do it pretty slowly when you have time, and it's still not going to take you that long to get to level 40. Now, getting to level 50, that takes a while longer. It's probably going to take me several weeks to get each of these to level 50. I'm not going to go that hard. I'm pretty much going to do my dailies from now on because there's no rush. But I do want to get these 3 extra sacred shards. And when those are done, I'll take the free skin for Cronum. That's the skin right now. You can win that Midgard skin just for getting all 3 of your alt accounts up to 50. I mostly just want the sacred shards, but I'll take those. So, like I said, it really wasn't that hard. You just auto join a clan so that you can get some clan quests. And last week there was all this free energy. Oh, and there's one more important thing that I did for all my accounts is Call of the Arbiter is going on right now. So not only do you get the free RTAC after 7 days, and if you just want to wait for that, just log in every day and get that. RTAC is an amazing champion for this as well. I wasn't that patient, but you have these codes. So let me show you the codes right now. You've got Choice, Arbiter, Betrayal, Harmony, Destiny, Infested, and Artifact. And there's going to be 3 more. And not only that, but on each episode, you get these gems, you get energy, you get silver, and most importantly, you get 6-star righteous gear, which admittedly is not the perfect gear for your starter champion or for Deacon, but it adds speed to your team. It's 6 stars and it's free. You don't have to bother with 4-star lifesteal gear, which you will want to throw away eventually anyway. So I put all of my starter champion, or all my new champions, I got them in righteous gear, and then I was winning those novice tournaments that you get early on. So I was getting 5-star speed gear, and then I was winning other tournaments, and I was getting 5-star relentless gear. And you can do that all in a week, and you get your champions built up pretty quickly. And so, like I said, I was able to do 3 alt accounts in 1 week. You don't have to go that crazy. Maybe you do 1 account over the course of the week, just on the side while you're playing your regular game. I know that's a lot of grinding, but it's the only way that you're going to get Cronum. Unless you have, 3 buddies that really want to play, and that's not very likely. It's really hard to get other people to play accounts to level up to 40 unless they have some kind of incentive, or you're a bigger YouTuber than me and you can just get followers to do it for you because they like you. But I don't have that many followers, so I did it all myself. But it wasn't that hard, and now I'm going to be able to get my Cronum whenever I want. Like I said, I'm going to wait a week because it's not that big of a deal. And this guy is awesome. And he's free. Yes, I have Ninja because I actually started during... I started my main account when Ninja came out. And it took me about a week for me to realize in the chat, I was in the global chat and everybody was saying, I got Ninja, I got Ninja, I got Ninja. And I was like, what is this? Then I noticed the promo codes and I was lucky enough to get Ninja in time. And he's an amazing champion. But if you're still crying about Ninja, because you don't have Ninja, you have an alternative. You have Cronum. Yes, it's going to take more work than just logging in. But he's going to be an amazing champion. And now is a great time to start an alt account anyway, because of RTAC. Seriously, if you start an account with Kale, Deacon, and RTAC, let's just say I was able to get these 3 accounts to level 40 with my Kale at 60, my Deacon at 50, and my RTAC was getting to 60 pretty close. I was just about to get to level 60 on all of my accounts, all within a week. It took me way longer to do any of that stuff my first time around. Now I know more about it, so it's way easier. But yeah, that is about it. That's, how I got my Cronum ready to be summoned in a week. As I said, it wasn't complicated or difficult, other than it takes time. You have to put time into it. And so maybe for some of you, this isn't the best time to do it, because this is the best fusion possibly that we've ever had. He's certainly up there, right? Now, obviously, we haven't been able to actually play with him. Some people have tested him on the test server, and they say he's amazing, and I believe them. It's usually they're right. But, if you are looking for a solution to the Sand Devil, and you either don't have Ninja, or you don't want to, or you're like me and you don't want to use Ninja for the Sand Devil, then you have yourself a great option with Cronum. So let me know in the comments, do you have Cronum? Do you want to go for him? Do you have any other advice for somebody trying to get Cronum? Something that I might have missed out? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll take a look at Cronum when I got him built in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll check you out in the next video.